Have you noticed these creepy details in Peppa Pig? Warning, don't watch if you're easily scared. First, Mrs. Gazelle might be a vampire. During the Halloween party, someone noticed something shocking. When Mrs. Gazelle and Susie appear in front of a mirror at the same time, the reflection only shows Susie. Where's Mrs. Gazelle's reflection? Second, Candy Cat might be a clone. When the little turtle got stuck in a tree, a group of kids were watching from below, including Candy Cat. To save the turtle, Dr. Hamster called the firefighters. Miss Rabbit got the call and immediately drove the fire truck out. But then something strange happened. Candy Cat suddenly appeared sitting in a green car. If he's not a clone, how else can you explain that? Third, Carol Cow might also be a vampire. I'm not making this up. All the kids in town go to school, but Carol Cow never shows up. Even weirder, when Miss Rabbit drives the kids to the theater, Carol Cow isn't in the car. Yet when the movie starts, he suddenly appears in the crowd. Maybe he's a vampire afraid of sunlight and only dares to appear in dark places like the cinema. What do you think? Fourth, in Daddy Pig's birthday episode, after eating cake, Peppa, George, and Mommy go out to play. At first, George's shoes are red, but in the next shot, his shoes turn orange. How does that happen? Fifth, when the pig family is having dinner, we can clearly see a sink behind them. But the next day, the sink mysteriously disappears. Have you noticed any other creepy details in Peppa Pig? Share them in the comment. Have you ever noticed the creepy secrets hiding in Peppa Pig? Number 1, Peppa's whole family might already be dead. I'm not kidding. At dinner, the clock on the wall clearly shows 7 p.m. Then Peppa and George go brush their teeth, get ready for bed. But when they come back to the bedroom, the clock still says 7 p.m. It's like they all died at some specific 7 p.m. in the past. And now, their ghosts are stuck repeating the same night forever. Number 2, Daddy Pig might be a vampire. In the Shadows episode, it's late at night and Daddy Pig calls Peppa and George to go to bed. HES, standing right under the light, but he has no shadow at all. Or HES, actually a vampire. Number 3, Peppa's house might be a living monster. In the Christmas episode, Daddy Pig brings home a huge Christmas tree. Outside, it's almost as tall as a 2-story house. But once they move it inside, it suddenly becomes shorter than 1 floor. So what's really changing here? Number 4, Madame Gazelle is very likely a vampire too. When Peppa's family visits her house, they find a bunch of creepy bats on the roof. Everyone else is scared, but Madame Gazelle isn't just calm. She even says they remind her of her homeland. And we all know bats are the classic symbol of vampires. So yeah, chances are, Madame Gazelle has been a vampire this whole time. Have you noticed any other creepy details in Peppa Pig? Drop them in the comments. Have you ever noticed the creepy secrets hiding in Peppa Pig? First, Mummy Cat might be cheating. When Peppa's family goes out to celebrate Grandpa Pig's birthday at a restaurant, look closely, Mummy Cat is there, on a date with another male cat. At first, I thought that was her husband, but later, at the aquarium, we see Mummy Cat with her real family Candy Cat and her actual dad. From Candy's fur color, it's obvious who her real father is. So yeah, I'm convinced Mummy Cat was cheating. Second, Susie's ghost friend. She once told Peppa she had an invisible friend named Leo Lion. Everyone thought she was just joking. But when Susie came over to Peppa's house, she left a seat open for Leo Lion. Even creepier, she played in the mud with him, but we couldn't see anything. All we saw was Susie laughing and playing with her own shoe. Can you explain that? Third, the strongest proof yet that Madame Gazelle is a vampire. At the Science Museum, Edmund is chosen to ride a rocket. Look at the portrait behind him. Does it look familiar? It's the same one that hangs in Madame Gazelle's house. Through her memories, we know that's her husband. But the museum version of that portrait is over 100 years old, which means Madame Gazelle is at least a century old, yet she still looks young. Still think she's not a vampire? Fourth, the swimming pool glitch. When Peppa races Rebecca, George and Richard are clearly in the pool, but in the very next shot, they're suddenly standing on the side. How do you explain that? So what other creepy details have you spotted in Peppa Pig? Tell me in the comments. Your theory might be in my next video.